Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Monday, December the 23rd. We are 2 days from Christmas. A lot was happening over 2,000 years ago that was leading up to the birth of Christ. One thing that we know was going on was that Joseph and Mary were traveling across difficult terrain, finding a place for Jesus to be born, and they ended up in a manger, in a stable. And in that stable, of course, were animals. And the animals had to be displaced from their current living conditions so that Jesus could be born there. Now, some things are in the Gospels that are pretty explicit. Some things, like this scene, is mentioned, but we don't know, obviously, the details about it. But we can certainly put our imagination, positive imagination hats on, and think about what's going on. And today, I'd like to talk a little bit about this scene, especially what was going through the animals' minds. Now, just a quick aside. Going forward, I will be talking a lot about the animals in the Bible, what role they played, and what they could teach us about life. But for today we'll focus on these animals in the manger who, like I said, were hopefully temporarily displaced. And I think that would be the case, given the nature and the personalities of Joseph and Mary, and of course, Jesus as an infant, his influence. They were probably only temporarily displaced. But what was going through their mind? They probably had, as animals do, a lack of attachment that most of us do. So they're willing to give up their home, unlike today when they are ripped out of their homes in many scenarios. This one, I believe, had to be more compassionate. And there is lesson number one for us. These animals should not be ripped out of their homes. They should be at least put back into a place where their habitat can continue to have them flourish with life. The other lesson I think that we should take away from this manger scene is our home right now. When I talk about our home, I talk about us, our life, our bodies, what we do with our life. That is our current home. And maybe, just maybe, like the animals in the manger scene, we should be willing to be displaced from that to some extent and let Christ into it. And this is a time to focus on just that, my friends. This is a time for us to focus on being displaced from the home that is us right now, at least certain parts of it, and letting Christ take over, just like he took over the manger scene that day over 2,000 years ago. And what happened? What happened was a beautiful scene, isn't it? A beautiful scene of love, compassion, understanding, animals and people getting along, many good things. And then the question comes in for us to answer today, leading up to Christmas Day, is what about the Christ child do we need in our home, who we are, to help us be on this road, not only for Christmas Day, but well beyond that? So that, yes, we leave some of the home that we're in and we acquire a home of ourselves that is so much more faith filled and love filled. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. As always, I hope it was helpful for you and you could take it into your day. I hope that you are getting prepared with this message as well as others for the arrival of the Christ child on Wednesday. I will be with you on Wednesday morning. Don't know what time yet. I will let you know probably tomorrow, but it'll probably be a little bit earlier, maybe around 7 o'clock Eastern Time for a Christmas morning scripture reflection. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Monday. Take care, everyone.